Additionally, seated on stage, we have Varina High School administrators and class of 2018 senior leaders. Principal Anne-Marie Seeley, administrators Katie Noah, Robert Stevens, and Leslie English, and senior leaders valedictorian Madeline Ellis, President Nina Marie Pinks, Vice President Amira Mickler, and senior class speaker Jace DePriest. And we cannot continue without acknowledging the individuals that have helped our students arrive at this significant milestone. Please help me recognize our elementary and middle school principals. Will the representatives of our feeder schools please stand? This happy occasion would also not be possible without the following people. Will the faculty of the best high school in Virginia please stand to be recognized? It is my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Anne-Marie Seeley, Principal for Varina High School.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Varina High School, I'm excited to welcome you to the commencement exercises for the class of 2018. Today, as we graduate 403 seniors, I'm excited to recognize the outstanding accomplishments of the class of 2018. 117 seniors will receive advanced studies diplomas. The seniors of Varina High School have shown their ability to lead in numerous ways, including giving back to the community in over 7,000 hours of community service. These seniors are ready to teach the world a thing or two as they leave Varina and head to their chosen colleges and careers. Here are a few of those accomplishments. 122 graduates are attending a four-year college. 131 will go to a two-year college. 12 graduates will pursue trade or technical programs. 10 are headed to apprenticeships. 75 graduates will enter the workforce. And 24 of our seniors will proudly serve our country in the armed forces. The seniors of the class of 2018 are making the world pay for their success. This year's graduates earned over $4.5 million in scholarships. Class of 2018, that's double what last year had. From academics to service to winning the 2018 state basketball championship, each of our graduates has contributed something to the success of our school because you are all sitting here today. Whether you're going to college, the military, or the workforce, life is about to change for each and every one of you. Here's my question for you today. Will you let life happen, or will you make things happen in life? In the words of the Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw, life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself. As you walk across the stage today into the next phase of your life, it's time to decide who you want to be. Use the experiences you've had over the past 4 years at Varina as the foundation for your future. Be in control. Make your own choices. Live the life you want to live for yourself. And when you reached your goal, remember, you started as a Blue Devil. Congratulations.
Good evening, students, families, distinguished guests, and faculty. It is my privilege and honor to introduce tonight's speakers. Our speakers are Jace DePriest, who was selected to speak to you all by his classmates. He'll be followed by our valedictorian, Madeline Ellis. Jace DePriest is graduating with a 3.98 GPA. He is ranked number 4 in his class. He is a 3-sport athlete. He was the captain on our varsity football team and baseball teams. He is also a captain on a 2018 state championship basketball team. Jace was the historian of Varina's National Honor Society. He was a member of the Beta Club, a member of the Science, Technical, Math, and Spanish Honor Societies. Jace received the Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, the West Point Leadership Award, the Dr. Martin Luther King Light of Hope Award, and the William and Mary Leadership Award. In the fall, Jace will be attending Randolph-Macon College, where he will study biology pre-med. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you all Jace the Priest.
Welcome school officials, principals, faculty and staff of Varina High School, families and friends, and the class of 2018. What's up, class of 2018? What's up? Where do we go from here? The day has come to say our final goodbye to high school, the place where we learn many lifelong lessons that will forever guide us. High school is just one of many chapters in our book called Life, but as this chapter closes, the memories will always remain. Memories as winning the 5A state championship in basketball, partaking in our first college experiences in AP classes, celebrating at prom, and making new friends while growing our old ones. Our book began with our opening chapter, our parents. These were the people who guided us, groomed us for success, shared in our successes and failures, taught us right from wrong, made sacrifices for us, and loved and provided for us in a way that can never be duplicated. To our parents, we salute you. Then, a new chapter began as we entered into formal education. It was then that we were introduced to our teachers and counselors. These are the people who provided us with knowledge, knew our strengths and weaknesses, set the standards and goals for us to reach, and inspired and motivated us on our quest for greatness. To our educators and counselors, we thank you for your guidance. It truly takes a village to raise a child. Our next chapter is still being written because it is up to us to create who we will be outside of Varina High School. We have no way of knowing the outcome of our book or what each chapter will hold. What we do know, and to quote William Ernest Henley, "I am the master of my fate." We will determine our fate and leave our marks, not only on Varina High School, but on the rest of the world. Where our book ends and what is all in the chapters is determined by us and the choices we make. The greatest joy for our generation is that we have the options to fulfill our destiny: college, work, and the military. As Drake once said, when writing the story of your life, don't let anyone else hold the pen. Regardless of what you choose to do, remember to give this life your all by holding on to your Blue Devil pride and remembering the lessons learned by your teachers and counselors. Earlier I asked, where do we go from here? And my answer is this: we can go anywhere and everywhere we want because we have been given the tools to do so by the greatest team ever who are always rooting for our success. In closing, I say this to the class of 2018. Don't look at this diploma as a piece of paper. Look at it as our ticket to accomplishing our dreams. If we can imagine it, we can achieve it. Keep rising to the top and give it all you got, and never, ever give up. Remember, this community is counting on us. This is our time. Yeah!
Thank you for that amazing speech, Jace. Our next speaker is our valedictorian, Madeline Ellis. Madeline is graduating with a 4.44 GPA. At Varina, Madeline was the captain of the varsity cheerleading squad, where she was also named most spirited in grades 9 through 12. She was the captain of the JV soccer team and a member of the varsity gymnastics team. She was a member of the Beta Club, Mu Alpha Theta, Team XL, Teachers for Tomorrow, the Science Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. In addition to being a class of 2018 valedictorian, Madeline received the Presidential Award for Educational Excellence, the Wesley Club of Central Virginia, Book Award. She was also named the WRIC Top of Class, and she was named Varina High School Athlete of the Year. In the past, Madeline has volunteered as a math tutor, a school counseling aide, and she's also volunteered with Coats for Kids, CJ's Thumbs Up Ball, Tim Tebow's A Night to Shine Ball as well. In the fall, she will be attending Virginia Commonwealth University, where she will study mathematics. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you all our class of 2018 valedictorian, Madeline Ellis.
Welcome, school officials, principals, faculty, and staff of Varina High School, our families and our friends in the class of 2018. When I was 3 years old, I looked up at my dad and said, "Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be just like you. I want to be a singer." Well, as I stand in front of you 15 years later, I can guarantee that singing is not the route I chose. You're welcome. I'm sure that when all of us were 3 years old, we had tremendous dreams for our futures, like being an astronaut or a veterinarian. These dreams crossed our minds, but we never committed to them. But here we are today, sitting in our caps and gowns, anxious to get our diplomas, surrounded by our teachers, friends, and families, and faced with the reality of our decisions and our futures. I don't know about you, but I'm terrified. It seems like just yesterday we were walking onto Varina's intimidating campus, horrified to admit that we were lost on the journey to our first high school class. I know you can all agree that freshman year was a blur and sophomore year was a year full of lessons. Fast forward to junior year, we believed we were grown with our license and our first jobs, and then senior year hit. I don't want to seem dramatic, but between studying for AP classes, completing college applications, applying for scholarships, preparing for SAT and ACT testing, practicing for sports, working, and trying to maintain a healthy social life and family relationship, I was 5 seconds from losing my mind. But this close loss of insanity ushered in a sense of pride and accomplishment that has brought me to where I am today. I couldn't be more thankful for all the chaos, the moments of despair that led to success, and the people who continued to inspire me to press on when I wondered if I really could do this. We even conquered the monster known as senioritis, which is an entirely separate accomplishment on its own. We should take a moment to be proud of ourselves. I'm guilty of being my own harshest critic and failing to give myself the credit I deserve, and I'm sure you all have experienced this at some time or another. While it is great to be humble, never forget that you are an incredible force. And even though the bad sometimes outweighs the good, you have already accomplished so much already. I mean, look at us in this moment. We accomplished one goal already today by graduating. This day seemed like only a dream until we got on the bus to come here. Now, it wouldn't be right to not take a moment to shout out the amazing teachers, counselors, and administrators who have helped us navigate this difficult journey. For your life lessons, your encouragement, your guidance. We, the senior class of 2018, thank you. I would be here for hours if I individually called out each person who has had a positive, lasting impact on me, but because I want to get some food after this, please know that we will never forget you. And of course, this wouldn't be a valedictorian speech if I didn't incorporate a quote. And who better to encourage us than Maya Angelou, who once wrote, "People will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." As we leave Varina High School and step into the real world, we must consider Dr. Angelou's challenge. How will we make people feel? Will we choose to spread love and positivity? Will we choose to be the difference we have all been waiting to see happen in the world? Will we choose to make someone's day or change someone's life with a kind word? Let's take advantage of the opportunity to share the love that this world needs by being an inspiration to others. At this point, I'm sure my mom is crying her eyes out. I love you, Mom. So it's time to bring this speech to a close. As emotional as it is to say goodbye, it is more exciting to embark on our greater journey of life. I couldn't be more proud to be a member of the class of 2018, a class I will always remember as being funny, accepting, loud, and most importantly, family. Congratulations to the class of 2018, y'all. We made it.